Welcome to QNIT Sports. Let's talk sports. I am your host, Lance Powell. This is NFL Fantasy Week 8, and we are going to come at you with a recap of Week 7 of our Hateful 8 League. After that, we'll jump right in to Week 8 and show you how we're doing so far. Today is Friday. There was a game yesterday, so we got a few points collected yesterday, and we'll show you what the rest of our lineup is going to look like for the rest of Week 8. We'll also show you our NFL picks for Week 8, and we will also dive right into those daily fantasy contests for Week 8 as well. So stay tuned, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, QNIT Sports. All right, everyone. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe to the QNIT Sports YouTube channel. We're also doing NBA daily fantasy content. There's a couple of videos up already about that, and more will be coming on the way. We're doing a 25-round fantasy league of daily fantasy where we pick different NBA players on that particular day and put them in a bundle, just like we do with our daily fantasy and the football side of things, and we try to win that contest. So we're documenting that as well. So don't forget about those videos if you also are interested in some NBA content. With that being said, let's dive right into our NFL content. All right. QNIT Sports unfortunately lost to Bomb Squad 113-99. Now, I didn't expect that to happen, but it did. We'll get into that a little bit deeper here. But before that, let's just overview everyone else's game. So Bam beat Cadero's Knights 120-105. Big Game Players won their game against the PME Pythons 129-87, being the biggest blowout of the week by 41.9 points. And Jeremy's team lost to the Raphael's team 121-105. So that's what happened in Week 7. Now, how does that affect our standings? Looks like Raphael's team is still number 1. Big Game Players is in number 2. Dam with the number 3 spot, followed by Cadero's Knights. Bottom 4 will be Bomb Squad, QNIT Sports, PME Pythons, and Jeremy's team. Now, I don't like being in 6th place in this league. I'm not scoring a lot of points per week, and I'm also not winning a lot of games back-to-back. It's always win, loss, win, loss. Right now, I'm on a 1-game losing streak. That's not good. I want to get a winning streak going starting in Week 8 and continue that on and try to get to the top 4 of this league so I can make it into the playoff. View the recap of Week 7 here. So I got a B- for Week 7 according to Yahoo, but it wasn't good enough because Bomb Squad got an A-. Now, looking here, QNIT Sports comes up short of predictions, succumb to Bomb Squad 113-99. QNIT Sports underperformed expectations as Bomb Squad secured a 113-99 victory. Bomb Squad never trailed in this one after nabbing an 8-point lead on Thursday behind DeAndre Hopkins, 15 points, and Alvin Kamara, 14. Eno Benjamin, 21 points, and Joe Mixon, 16 points, led the charge for the QNIT Sports in the loss. Bomb Squad 3 and 4 will look to sustain their winning ways against Big Game Players, while QNIT Sports 3 and 4 will try to develop some positive momentum against Jeremy's team. See, Yahoo knows what's up. I need momentum. I need to keep these things going. I need to get some wins, and I need to pile them up. And right now, it's just been really tough with getting that going. All right. Bomb Squad top scorers: Aaron Jones, George Kittle, Trevor Lawrence, and DeAndre Hopkins. Yes, Trevor Lawrence had a good game last week. All right. My top scorers were Eno Benjamin, Joe Mixon, Derrick Henry, and Tom Brady. Yes, Tom Brady was one of my top scorers with only 11.7 points. And that should show you that I did not have a great week. All right. Matchup highlights. They're saying Eno Benjamin had a 45-yard run for QNIT Sports for the team who trailed 29.3 to 21.3 after Thursday Night Football. So that touchdown helped us a lot. All right. Sunday early, Aaron Jones had a 21-yard touchdown catch for Bomb Squad, contributing to a 77-68 lead for the team. And Monday, Jacoby Myers had a 30-yard touchdown for QNIT Sports, right? So I picked up Jacoby Myers hoping that maybe he could have a better game than the New England defense did and give me some points, a lot more points than New England's defense, and that just didn't turn out to be that way. So the matchup player of the week was Aaron Jones, racking up 76 yards from scrimmage and catching 2 touchdown passes against the Commanders. Jones scored 24 points this week. His scoring output was 83% more than his 13-point projection and much higher than his 13-point scoring average. Jones ranks number 38 among all fantasy players this season and will face the Bills next week. So this is a game in the Bills where you could have a high scoring game from Aaron Jones if the Packers utilize him correctly. Anyway, here are some more notes from that week. Won't run through those. Let's just dive right into week 8. All right, everyone. So here's my lineup for week 8. I'm going with Tua Tagovailoa. I can't say his name very well, but I'm going with Tua. And the reason why I decided to go with Tua this week is because I anticipate him having more than 17.1 points that Tom Brady had last night. Yes, Tom Brady threw a touchdown last night. He actually threw more than one, but one of them came back because of a penalty. And see, those are the types of things that is going to make me continue to sit Tom Brady until I see that offense improve. Now, he had 325 passing yards. That was better, but 17 points as a quarterback, I'm tired of it. I need my quarterbacks to score 20 plus points, right? That's what I need. And I'm hoping that Tua will be able to do that this week against the Detroit Lions. He should be able to do that. The Detroit Lions are literally giving up the 4th most fantasy points to the quarterback position. So Tua should be able to have a great game against them. I have one of Tua's receivers, and Detroit is giving up the 12th most fantasy points to the wide receiver position. So Tyreek Hill should have a game. I have Devontae Smith. Pittsburgh is giving up the 2nd most fantasy points to wide receivers. They are going against Philadelphia. Philadelphia is undefeated. I really hope that Philadelphia will win this battle of Pennsylvania and beat Pittsburgh and make sure that they throw the ball to Devontae Smith at least for 1 touchdown catch. Thank you, please. All right. Now, moving on. Joe Mixon for Cincinnati Bengals going against the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns giving up the 4th most fantasy points to the running back position. I hope Joe Mixon has a good game on Monday Night Football. Now we got Derrick Henry, the Tennessee running back. He's playing against Houston. Houston gives up the most fantasy points to the running back position. So Derrick Henry should have 30 plus. Please have 30 plus, Derrick Henry. Now, Mark Andrews was playing against Tampa Bay Buccaneers, correct? Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they give up the 10th most fantasy points to the tight end position. Mark Andrews actually began to have an injury in the middle of that game. He was going to have a great game. He had 5 targets, 3 receptions for 33 yards, and then he got hurt. He walked off the field, and he never came back to play. All right. So in his spot, I believe was a guy named Likely. What is his last name? What's Likely's last name? I mean, first name. I don't know Likely's first. Isaiah Likely. Isaiah Likely is the guy who is now going to be played, right? So let's look up Isaiah Likely. Isaiah Likely in this last game had 16.7 points because Mark Andrews is hurt. If Mark Andrews is going to be out multiple weeks, Isaiah Likely is the guy that you need to pick up. Just saying. So you really need to monitor Mark Andrews if you have him out there. And if he's going to be hurt, if Isaiah Likely is out there, pick him up quickly. 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 All right. Now, for my flex position, I'm going with Raheem Mostert. And the reason why is because Tyler Lockett is questionable. Tony Pollard isn't, but I would rather go with my Miami stack up against Detroit. And I'm going to say that Detroit giving up the 2nd most fantasy points to the running back position. So look at what I have. I have the number 1, I have the number 2, and then Joe Mixon is going up against the number 4. My running back should go crazy this week. I should have no issues with my running back. I really should. My kicker, Cade York, Cleveland's kicker, going against Cincinnati. Cincinnati gives up the most points to a kicker position. So I'm hoping that Cade York of the Cleveland Browns will come through on that. And then Los Angeles Rams are giving up the most points to the defenses this year. San Francisco has a great defense, so they should be able to get some points against the Los Angeles Rams. So this is what my lineup is for week 8, and I'm not changing it. I think it is great. All right. So, matter of fact, I think it's so great that I'm going to use this lineup for my daily fantasy contest. I haven't done this in a couple of weeks, but this is one of the lineups that I'm going to use because Tua is back. So we are going to use this guy. We are going to use this guy in our NFL Yahoo Cup. We're going to go ahead and set our lineup. All right. Quarterback, we're going to it. Boom. See how he's $34? They know what's up. He's going against Detroit. He's going to score. Wide receiver, Tyreek Hill, 34. Right? Running back, where's Mostert? Is Mostert on here? He's not up at the top, right? Great. But we're still picking. Boom. All right. Then we're going to go back to running backs. You know what we're going to do? We're picking Derrick Henry. Got to. It's going against Houston, right? Boom. Then we're probably going to go ahead and pick up Mixon, right? Cincinnati. No, that's on Monday, so we can't pick up Mixon. So can we pick up Dallas? Pollard? Can we do that? Can we pick up Tony Pollard? Yes, we can. Boom. We can pick him up at the flex position if we want to, right? All right. Now let's look at the wide receivers other than what we got here. We got Devontae Smith. And then who's our other wide receiver? I believe we have some other guys on our team. We have, let's go by fantasy points per game and see what we have. Throw in. We could throw in Jacoby Myers for New England. Right? We got Devontae Smith in here already. Tyler Lockett. He's questionable. He could be a guy we could use, right? Now, a tight end, Mark Andrews, already played. So we have another tight end on our team. We went ahead and picked up Taysom Hill the other day. So he could be in here, right? And then our defense is San Francisco. So we have some pretty expensive players on our team this week. So we got to shave this budget. These are people that we actually have on our team right now, is what I'm saying to you. So we have to shave off of an actual team that we actually have. And that's incredible. That means that the players that we have this week should perform very well in our league. So, with that being said, let's jump right into this thing. And let's go for where can we shave the most off of, right? Well, Taysom Hill, we could shave that off. We could pick a different tight end. And we could definitely pick a different flex. So, but Derrick Henry, taking him off, I think not. Right? I don't think I want to do that. But I could. I could take him off and I could put Tony Pollard in instead. But that would just be foolish. So I would take Mostert out before I do that and put Derrick Henry in. He's just going to be expensive. As just simple as that. And I can't put Taysom Hill in as a quarterback in this league. I don't think. Let's just try. Let's go to New Orleans and see if they allow it. Because inside of my Hateful Eight league, I'm able to put him as a quarterback, but I can't do that inside of daily fantasy. See, he's not classified like that, right? So that sucks. So you can only use him as a tight end, right? So I gotta go back to my quarterback. Gotta pick my guy Tua because I'm going off of, like I said, I'm doing my thing where I use the ball players that I have on my actual team. So this is what we're looking at. It's just a tough situation. We're gonna have to go with Tony Pollard. Still can't even get enough dollars in here to fit. I mean, we still need a flex. So this is tough. We got some high dollar guys this week. That's as simple as that. So let me just go back to my team and look at my roster again just to see. I could go Benjamin. I got Tyler Lockett. I got Tony Pollard. I mean, I got things that I could do. It's tough though. Like Benjamin. Do I want to go? See, this is the thing. See, then I have to go. I go most start here, right? I could go most start here. This is tough. Trying to fit my team in here. I could go here like that. Now that gives me $15 here. See how Derrick Henry is very expensive. He's very expensive. I could go Taysom Hill. Or there's some other options on here that I could go with. That way I wouldn't have to go with such a low flex position. Right? I could go get second instead of Taysom Hill, right? I could go get second. Go straight up get second. And then for flex, I got all kinds of things that I could choose from. This is what I'm going with. Don't feel very confident in this lineup. That's it for this week's edition of NFL Fantasy Week 8. Thank you for watching QNet Sports. Let's talk sports. I'm your host, Lance.